Okay, so sine rule, cosine rule, and area of triangle. Right. So calculate the size of angle BAC. BAC. So it's always the middle letter. So it's this one. So you want the angle A, but we cannot do that, right? Because we can do here to here, and then we can do that one to that one. So we will call that angle C because of this letter C. We can find that one. So what is it? So we'll use a sine rule. Remember, sine C over 15 equals sine 70 over 18. Then 15 will come here, multiply it up here, and C is just sine inverse of 15 sine 70 over 18. C, we'll get the answer to 1 decimal place. It's okay. So that gives us 51.5. So that's 51.5. So your angle BAC, which is left over, is just 180 minus, isn't it? So it's 180 minus that 70 minus the 51.5. Which gives you 58.5. Okay, so that angle was 58.5 degrees. 58.5 degrees to 1 decimal place. Next one. Okay. This would be a non-calculator normally, but find the value of sine ABC. They don't want the full angle, they just want the whole of sine. It's a sine rule probably. ABC, so it's the middle letter, which is B. So you want that angle. So that and that. This angle can go with that. Okay, so that's sine angle B. Let's call that angle B. Why not? Over 6.5 equals what's that? Sine 30 over 10.7. 6.5 goes here. Sine 30 is basically a half. 6.5 and 10.7. Now, so what you can divide 6.5 and 10.7. You could go 65 of that. So sine angle B is equal to just plug it through a calculator at this point, isn't it? Times by 0.5, 65 over 214. So that's assuming this is 65 over 107. If you times it by a half, you times the denominator by 2. So yeah, just do it with the calculators. Okay. Next one, area of triangle. That's easy. Half AB sine C. Half, you know the area formula. Half AB sine C. This is your angle, and either sides are here, isn't it? Half AB is 11.2, 4.3 sine 118. Answer to 3 significant figures. Which gives you 21.3 significant figure, 21.3 centimeter squared. Okay. Next one, you want the angle ABC. You have 3 sides that are available, so it's a cosine rule. ABC, so B is the middle letter. So this is what you want. We'll call that angle A. This will be your level A, and then this will be a B and C. Don't worry about whatever the letter they said now. Don't worry about it. So you want the angle. So remember the formula. A is just cos inverse of B squared plus C squared. So 10 squared plus 5 squared minus A squared 5 root 7. Put a bracket around it. Squares over 2BC. 2 B is 10, C is 5. Always write down the formulas for cosine rule, sine rule. Sine rule you don't need it, you will remember. Cosine rule and for cosine rule, always write the formula for the side and also the angle. Okay. 5 root 7. Make sure you put the brackets out properly. Over 10 times which will give you 120 degrees. Next one. Work out the length of BC. So BC is this length. So this is cosine rule because you're technically dealing with this side, and you want that side. So 3 sides. So it's a cosine rule. This would be angle A. This would be a low A. And B and C could be anything. So let's just call it B here, C here. So you know the formula for the BC length. BC is equals to whatever, square root of B squared plus C squared. So 8 squared plus 11 squared minus 2BC, 2, 8, 11 cos 72. That gives you the BC length. Which gives you 3 significant figure, 11.6 centimeters. The next one, they said work out the area of the triangle. That's easy. Half AB sine C. Don't use these letters for the sake. Always try to use, if this is your angle, then you're okay to use these two sides. Okay, either sides of them. Okay, so half BC, half AB and 8, 11 sine 72. Half AB sine C, isn't it? Which gives you 41.8 to 3 significant figures. Next one, work out the length of AB. So you want the length of AB, this one. So you could go here and here. Now, so I was going to think so look, you can't use cosine rule. It doesn't really have 3 lengths, which you can do. So you can do the sine rule. Okay. Now, this and this. However, in order to do this, I need here to here, but I can work out this angle A. So which is a CAB. Angle CAB is what, 180 minus the triangle, then 34 minus 26, which is 40, 60, 120. That's 120. So you want that length. So AB over sine 34 equals what's the other one? 23.8. That's the length over sine 120. The sine 34. Just bring it here. So just AB to 1 decimal place. Which makes it 15.4 centimeters. Next one. The area of this triangle is given to be that. Work out the value of x. Okay. So what's the formula for area of a triangle? Area of a triangle is half AB sine C. So this is your angle A, and then B and C could be here. Okay, always half half AB. A and B, sorry, and sine C angle there. Sorry. X plus 3, 2x minus 1, sine 45 equals 6 root 2. Now, so in order to get rid of this half, you double it on this side. If you double it, it's not 6 root 2, it's 12 root 2. Sine 45 is 1 over root 2, or basically it's actually root 2 over 2. Root 2 over 2. Root 2 and root 2 can be divided both sides. This 2 will multiply it here, 24. Then if you expand it on this side, it's 2x squared minus x plus 6x minus 3. Bring in the 24, minus 24 equal to 0. 2x squared plus 5x minus 27 equal to 0. Now you do not have to factorize it because you know the answer is to 3 significant figures. So quadratic formula, A is 2, B is 5, C is what? Minus 27. Quadratic formula, x equal to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Minus b means it's minus 5 plus or minus square root of b squared, 5 squared. Take away 4, a is 2, c is minus 7. Always make sure brackets. 2a is 2. So use a plus sign on the thing. So three significant figures. One of the answer is 2.63. The other one, if you use the minus, is minus 5.13. And you know the negative answer will not be possible. So this is the answer to three significant figures. Next one. In a triangle RPQ, so we just draw the triangle. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about which way. RPQ. You know that RP is 8.7. PQ is 5.2. PRQ, so the middle letter R is 32. It doesn't look like 32, but okay, it doesn't matter. Work out the area of RPQ. So you want this area. Now, the thing is, if you want that area, so you know the formula half AB sine C. If you are going to use these two sides, you technically want this angle. But you do not. Remember, you can't just go half AB sine C and use this angle. It wouldn't work. These two are the sides, so this must be the angle, so the one in the middle. So we have to do something. So let's do a sine rule for this and this. This and this, we can work this guy out. We will call that angle Q. So it's sine Q over 8.7 equals sine 32 over 5.2. 8.7 comes over here. Q is equal sine inverse of 8.7 sine 32 over 5.2. So which makes 62.4. Q is and then we can work out this angle P, which is technically 180 minus, isn't it? 180 minus what angles do you have? 32 minus 62.4. Which makes it 85.6. So half AB, so 8.7, 5.2. Sine angle is 85.6. I get 22.55, which is 22.6 centimeter squared. Okay. Next one. This triangle ADC has an area of 56, so you know which one. It's that one. Now, we will have to check which sides are available for us to be used. So if you look at this guy, this side is available and this angle, so we need that side. So let's call that side CD. So what's the formula of area of a triangle? Half AB, so 11, and then CD guy, sine 105 is equal to the area 56. So you just want the CD, then you're multiplying, so divide it. 56 divided by a half, 11 sine 105. I'm going to do the answer to two decimal places to be a bit more accurate. 10.54. CD is 10.54 centimeters. Now you want the length AB, so this is the length you want. What you could do, we could work out this length AC because it's a common length between these two triangles. So if this is your angle A and then these are your B and C and this is your little A, so A is what? Cosine rule, remember, square root of B squared plus C squared, 11 squared plus 10.54 squared minus 2 BC cos A, which is 105. That will give you that angle, so I mean that length. 17.09 it is. I'm doing 1 decimal place, so I mean 2 decimal place. Then after doing two decimal place, then the final answer we can always do it to 1 decimal place. Okay, so 17.09 I think. I can write it here. So this can go with this. This will go with that, and that's what we want AB, isn't it? So what is it? This AB over sine 48 equals 17.09 over, we'll call that AB anyways, right? 17.09 over sine 118. And what does AB becomes? 14 point, how many? 1 dp, 14.4 centimeters. That's the answer. Now the next one, AD is parallel to BC. Okay, so because it's parallel to trapezium, there you go, one pair of parallel side. If that's 42, you know this is also 42. Alternate angles are equal. Okay, and if this is 42, you do actually know this side. What is that? 180 minus 112 minus 42. Which is 26 degrees. Okay, and they want the area of BCD triangle, the one on the bottom. That's BCD, by the way. Yeah? I want that guy. So we can work out the common length, which is this one. So we could go that and that, that and that. That 26 was kind of useless. We will call that this length BD as well. So what is it then? BD over sine 112 equals 7.9 over sine 42. Let's multiply sine 112. BD works out to be 10.95. And remember, if you want the area of the triangle, if this is your angle, then these two must be the sides to do it, isn't it? So it's just a half. Area is half. AB is what? 10.9. 5. 15.3 sine 42. Which makes it 56.1 decimal 1 for 1 dp. 56.1. If you got 56 because you done it for 1 decimal place, it's still okay. Next one. They want the length of QS. QS is this one. From the top triangle, we will find this guy. This is angle A, so this will be your lower side A. This could be a B and C then, whatever. Okay. So, so we are finding out A is a, you can call it QR or you can call it A, is up to you. Square root of B squared plus C squared, 11 squared plus 9.4 squared. Take away 2 BC, 2, 11, 9.4 cos 27. Which makes it 5.01. So that is 5.01 length. They want that one, so which you could do it that way straight out. They want QS, don't they? Let's call it QS anyways. QS over sine 88 equals, what's the other one? 5.01 over sine 41. That comes there. QS just works out to be 7.63 to 3 significant figures. Next one. So you got a triangle in this order. So the angle DAC, it's size 2/5 of the size of the angle BCA. Okay, so which is a smaller one? Of course, DAC is the smaller one. Which is how much is the DAC? DAC is the 2. So we'll call that guy 2x. The BCA angle is the bigger one. It's 5. So it's 5x. Okay, they want the length of what do they want? The length of DC. Okay, so what we can do, we can work out this angle. This is your angle A, and then this is, make it as a big triangle A, level A, and then B and C could be decent. Okay, so we could do cos. So A is what is it? Cos inverse of B squared plus C squared. So 6.2 squared plus 6.1 squared minus A squared 3.4 squared over 2BC 2. 6.2, 6.1. That gives you the angle. What's the angle? Cos inverse of 32.08. So we'll call it 32 point, yeah, 2 decimal place, 32.08. So what we could do, if that's 32.08, you know what? If BCA is 32.08 literally, we can work out DAC using that formula. We'll skip the x and 5x. Easier. So 2 over 5 of 32.08, which makes it 12.832, so 12.83. Then we can work out this angle, isn't it? 180 minus, right? 180 minus 12.83, take away 32.08. If you take both of them out, 12.83 take away 32.08, which makes it 135.09. These two and these will go here. So you're working out DC or CD. Okay, so let's call this DC over sine 12.83 equals the other one, 6.2 over sine 135.09. Come up here, sine 12.83. DC works out to be 1.95 to 3 significant figures. Okay, next one. Work out the area of OBC. OBC is the sector. Okay, we can call this angle A. This would be your level A. This could be B and C then. So if you want the level A1, square root of is the cosine rule, then B squared 9 squared plus 6 squared C minus 2 9 6 cos 35. And that works out 5.34. So that is 5.34, and this is also 5.34 because these are both radiuses anyways. So area of sector Simple. Angle, which is 80 over 360, and remember it's pi r squared, yeah? Pi times 5.34 squared. Which makes it 19.9 to 3 significant figures. Okay, 19.9 centimeters squared. Next one. You want the length of A to D. So the length of A to D is what you want to see. We can always work out the common length, which is here. So I think these two would go here, this one, and this would go here. So what do we want to call it? Yeah, we call it BD. So BD over sine 34 equals 12.5 over sine 109. That will go there. Sine 34. BD is 7.39, 2 decimal place I'm doing, okay? So if that's 7.39, you want that one, so that's your level A, this is your angle A, and then B and C could be these two. Okay, so formula for A, so square root of B squared plus C squared, so 11.4 squared plus 7.39 squared minus 2BC cos of 86. It just works out. $13.1 to 3 significant figures. Yeah. The area is technically 13.1. Okay. Next one. Work out the area of BCD. BCD triangle. Okay. So they're basically saying this triangle. You can always work out. The this length, the common length, which is in here. So this is A. This will be level A. B and C could be here. It is square root of B squared plus C squared. So 4.9 squared plus 3.8 squared minus 2. 4.9, 3.8 cos 80. It works out. Give me 2 decimal places in the center. Middle of a question, always TDP spell. 4.9 squared plus 3.8 squared minus 2. 4.9, 3.8 cos of 80. Okay, 5.66. Okay, so that's 5.66. Then if you want the triangle of BCD, okay, you would need to know the other length. What's the way to know the other length? These are points such that, okay, whatever. I would prefer to calculate this angle. Let's call that angle D for this side. Yeah. Here and here, and then we'll go with these two guys. Okay. So let's see. So what do we do? Sine D over 4.9 equals sine 80 over 5.66. 4.9 comes here. D is sine inverse of 4.9 sine 80 over 5.66. The angles work out to be 58.49. 2 decimal place. Okay? So this angle is 58.49, and I can work out this one because it's 180 minus, isn't it? 180 minus that, which is 121.51. 121.51. Once we know that, we can work out this angle, which is 180 minus 25. Take away that 121.51, which works out 33.49. Then this is the opposite of this. Then I can use this and work this out if I want. Okay, so what is that then? That's, I want BD over sine 25 equals, what's that, 5.66 over sine 33.49. Sine 25 comes in here. BD works out. 4.23. If that's 4.23, then remember area of a triangle. If these two are your angles for that guy, then this is, sorry, if these two are the sides, and then the angles here. All right. Half AB is 5.66. 4.23 sine 121.56. Sorry, 51. Which is 10.2 to 3 significant figures. Okay, next one. The area of a trapezium is 66. The length of AB and CD are given in this ratio. So AB is 2, CD is 3. According to that, let's call it X. Find the length of AB. And they told you the area of trapezium. Okay, so we know the area of trapezium is you add the parallel side times it by the height divided by 2. We can work out the height. We will do normal trigonometry, simple trig, make it a right angle triangle here, and we'll call that height. This is hypotenuse, that will be your opposite, adjacent. O and H is what you have, which is a sine. Sine 30 equals O over H. O is H, over H is 6. You know what sine 30 is? Is a half, so H is a half of 6, that makes it 3. So this side, it's 3. Area of trapezium, you okay, so AB is 2x, CD is 3x, the whole thing. Yeah. So you add the parallel side, which makes it 5x, times it by the height 3 divided by 2 equals area of triangle 66. That's 15x, remember. So what is the x is? 66 times it by 2 divided by, take that, 15. Probably on calculator. 66 and 15 you can divide by 3, which makes it, if you divide by 3 is 22. If you divide by 3, it's 5. 22 times 2 is 44 over 5. So x is 44 over 5 if you want. Or it's 8.8 centimeters, I think. Okay, simple. Next one. Area of parallelogram. Always, the key to do parallelogram, always, you cut the parallelogram in half and then work out area of the one triangle, this triangle. Work out this area and then double it. Okay, the area is greater than 15. So what is the area of that? But the area of the triangle is half. These two are your sides, and this will be angle. 10 minus x, 2x minus 1, sine 150. But remember, that's area of triangle, but you got to double it because you got one triangle, you got two triangles. But that thing is apparently greater than 15 according to them. Okay, first you need to know what sine 150 is. Sine 150 is a half. Well, this 2 and this half can go. We can multiply it here, which will give you 20x minus 10 minus 2x squared plus x. This half you multiply it on the other side, makes it 30 minus 2x squared, that will give you plus 21x minus 10, bring in that 30, minus 30 is greater than 0, which makes it minus 40. Multiply everything by negative 1, 2x squared minus 21x plus 40, and when you multiply by a negative number, the sign switches. There. Find the range of possible values. Now, can you divide by any number? No. 2 times 40, which is 80, factors of 80, that will make 21. What number is it? 16 and 5, I think. Minus minus 2x minus 16, 2x minus 5, and divided by 2. 2 will divide here. X minus 8, 2x minus 5, x is 8, x is 5 over 2, which is bigger number. 8 is bigger, 5 over 2 is smaller. Circle, circle, look at the way it points, joins in. X is greater than 5 over 2, less than 8. Okay, quadratic inequalities coming up. Okay, make sure. Next one, area of this. Okay, cool. So we can work out the area of sector. The sector is we can do it as a calculator paper question. Is easier, works quicker, isn't it? 90 over, what is it? Area of sector 360 times pi times radius is 4.8 squared. Take away area of the triangle. If this is 4.8, this is also 4.8. So we could kind of go. You could do half AB sine C in this case, but it's up to you. Or you can do base times I divided by 2. It's up to you. Half 4.8. 4.8, and if this is the angle, these are the side anyways for that area. Sine 90. Which makes it 6.58 to 3 significant figures. Okay, for the area of segment, this one. Next one. OAC is the area sector. If AOC is 120 degrees and the radius is 10. So what is tangent? BA is tangent. That means you know what angle this is. 90. You know what this angle is. 90. Good. We can work out the area of this in the center. So if this is 10, that's 90. So this will be 60. Why is that? That guy would be 90 at 60 is 150, so that would be 30. We can work out this area of this triangle, then we will just double it to get to this guy. So the total area is doubled anyways. We could do here, and then we just could do it here. Okay, so we will work out AB, this guy. AB over sine 60 equals, what's that? 10 over sine 30. AB is just sine 60 comes here. Root 3. So if you think about it, the area of triangle, I'm going to do base times height divided by 2. In that case, this will be the base. This will be the height. Or you can do half AB sine C. You know what? I'm going to do half AB sine C because I can. Half A and B. So this is your angle, let's say, and then these two must be your side. 10 root 3. But remember, in order to do, I know that one. So what about this one? Then you just double it. Take away the area of the sector. This sector here, which is what 120 over 360 times pi times what's the radius? This is your radius. 10 and here, 10 here. That's your radius. 10 squared. That will give you an answer to 3 significant figures. just remember this half and this 2 will cancel, just for the easiness. This makes it 68.5 centimeter squared. Meter squared, sorry. 68.5 meters squared. There's only a couple of questions left. Okay, and we'll finish the rest on the next point.